Well, hi guys. I managed somehow. Stuff works, but it don't work quite like it did. I have to mute my computer because though now I can hear my mic in my headphones, so I can hear my own voice to know that it's working versus just talking to this thing and not hearing anything. But it also comes through the speakers on my computer, so I have to mute my computer and the headphones still work. So I don't know what happened because I worked last night 3 hours on this problem. I even restarted my computer. So by turning my computer on this morning wasn't the fix. I honestly don't know what fixed it. It fixed itself in the night. I have no idea how. But now I have to mute the computer. Otherwise, I get a feedback echo because I can hear myself in the headphones and from the external speakers of my desktop. So I just mute it. So I don't know. But as long as the mic works and I can hear myself that the mic works, I'm gonna go live again tonight and try this again. And I also have a backup plan because my uh, webcam also has a built-in mic. So if this one were to die, I'd convert over to that one. It's just that the audio on that one doesn't sound as good. So anyway, I have no idea what happened, but it was because I went live on YouTube. Once I activated going live on YouTube, it's like YouTube shut me off. I don't know. But you know how these different apps will say, allow this app to access like your mic or whatever, it'll ask for access. I sometimes wonder if that isn't why, so something can't control it. I don't know, you guys. Anyway, I put in a hell of a night last night because I worked and I worked on it. And then I went to bed about midnight. And then I laid awake until 4 o'clock in the morning because I had so much freaking pain that I was just in agony last night. So, yeah, I feel kind of like a zombie today. And, but I wanted to talk about some things uh, in this video just because it's a place of where I'm at. And maybe someone can relate to this, but some people would say, you know, it's related to depression, and I've had depression all my life. That's nothing new, but how do I know this is not related to depression is because even on my best of days, when my mood is like really good and I'm really happy, or just I just have days where I really, really feel good, I still feel the same way about what I'm going to talk about. And that is, you know, ever since I turned the corner back in February, and turned 50 years old, I just and this has been going on for a while, but you know, this year it's like it really came to a head. So this is nothing new. It's just now it's like I turned a corner and it really came to a head where it's like, you know, it's time. And what I wanted to talk about is you probably see my guitar sitting here next to me. This is how my guitar stays for months and months and months, just zipped up in its case. It has strings on it. It's in tune, or at least the last time I took it out, it was in tune. And inside the pocket, I've got a case of picks. I've got brand new unopened guitar strings for it. This is just one example of many, you guys, is that I've gotten to the point in my life where I would really like to pass on the things that I used to do to a younger generation, to a kid or a teenager, whatever, to somebody that's just up and coming in these kind of things. Same thing with my tools. I have a huge toolbox that's almost as tall as I am. It sits on casters, probably weighs 400 pounds. It's in my dining room because I don't have room to keep it anywhere else. And it's filled from top to bottom with tools. Not cheap stuff, it's good stuff. I mean, I don't, if you were to add it up, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars of tools there are in this toolbox. And it's got the bearing roller drawers that pull out. I got sockets, I got end wrenches, I got pulley pullers in there, spring compressors, um, every kind of screwdriver you can imagine. I mean, everything. And, you know, you guys, a lot of this stuff I can't even use anymore because of this stupid hand disease. And it's so painful, even to play the guitar. And it's why I don't play it anymore, because it just is so painful to play it. I know how to play it. I've played guitar for more than 30 years. And it's just, I can't play it anymore, mainly because my surgeon can't fix the one finger on my left hand. Said he's nothing he can do about it. And that's why I really wish um, that I knew of a kid just starting out, even if a kid wanted to, says, I want to be a mechanic. Well, here's all my tools. Here you go. Here's a start. To go to trade school, here's some tools to get you going. That's what I'd like to do. I'm not interested in selling stuff, you guys. I know people would say, well, Kev, throw what you want to get rid of on Craigslist or Marketplace on Facebook or something. It's not about the money, you guys. I'd like to give stuff away and pass on the torch to some kid, because I remember it took me a long time before I got my first really good guitar. I had a lot of crappy, junky ones, came from a yard sale, and I'd twang something out. And it wasn't until many, many years later that I got into guitars that were, $1,500. I don't want any money for it. I just want someone to take these things and go away with it, have fun with it, enjoy it like I've enjoyed it for so many years. And I feel the same way with all my fishing gear, you guys. Throughout the years, over the decades, I have literally caught hundreds and hundreds, countless numbers of trout, rainbows, brookies, browns. I've caught steelhead, I've caught salmon, and lots of pike from the various canoes I've had throughout the years. And I just absolutely don't have the desire to do it anymore. I just don't. And I don't contribute it to depression, even though I admit I have depression and have all my life. I recognize when something is depression caused, when it's, I know when it's depression making me do something. This is not that. It's just that I'm ready to move on to new things. I really have a strong desire to just do new stuff, you guys, because there's so much in this world, so much in life there is to do. I'm just ready to jump into a chapter of something totally different and outside of what I normally would otherwise do, that also could be just as enjoyable and just as much fun. Not to mention educational. And because I can't play the guitar anymore, and yes, I do miss it. God, I miss it bad. I mean, there's some nights to where I just have such a strong desire to play. It's kind of like drawing. It's the same way it's been with my art. It's like I'll get in the mood to draw, and then that's when I would draw, because it's like you got to wait until the mood really strikes you. Any artist would understand that. It's no different with a guitar, and I'm sure musicians would understand that. You have your days where you really feel like playing songs or jamming or writing songs, which I've done lots of that over the years. And then there's some days where you just don't feel like picking it up. But I'm to the point now to where it's like, if I can't play the damn thing, there's no point in having it leaned up against my bedroom wall in a case, just sitting and not being used or enjoyed or heard. And the tools that I can't use anymore. I mean, if I can't get my own wheels off my van, if I had a flat and I can't get a tire off of a van because of this hand disease, what is the point of having like an impact wrench? You guys see what I'm saying? If I got to hire the mechanic just to take my snow tires off and put my summers on, then what the hell do I have tools for? It's why I don't build campers anymore. Even though I've got lots of viewers and subscribers that just beg me and say, Kev, just build one more camper, just build one more camper. And, you guys, I'm thankful that I got to do what I did in my life. but it's just time to do something else, something that's not quite as strenuous, something that's not aggravating this hand and foot disease or making my elbow worse, because I still, my elbow's screwed up and I see the doctor. Well, I have the MRI on the 2nd of June, and then I see the surgeon on the 4th, 2 days after that. And so, when I look around at things that I have, and it's like it really, I feel strongly like it's time to just get rid of stuff. I've always been one that's been into downsizing anyway. I'm not a guy that likes to have a lot of stuff. I could be so happy in just a 15 by 20 one-room cabin with a bed shoved up in the corner, a bathroom in the opposite corner, and then just a little prep area to like cook and then have like gardens outside. I could just live my whole life like that and be just totally content. I don't need massive square footage place, and have a bunch of rooms that never get used. So downsizing does not bother me. I actually enjoy it because the less I have to take care of and keep track of in my life, it really eliminates a lot of stress, because then you don't find yourself saying, well, where in the hell did I put this? And where did I put that? And if you don't have it, you don't lose it, right? That's the beauty of it, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, I look at the years of all the things that I've done with working on things, building things with my tools, doing all the fishing with my fishing gear, all the different guitars and amps I've had. And, you know, I really believe it's time to pass it on. I mean, if someone came to my house and said, Kev, what do you want for that toolbox? I really like that toolbox. And then I open up the drawers and I see, yeah, and it's full of tools too. What do you want for that, Kev? I could really use that. And it's like, no, here, you can have it. Take it away. I do not want to lift 1 ounce of it, but you can take it away. I don't even want to touch it because I know how much pain I'd be in if I tried moving that heavy beast. It's like, if you can move it, you can have it. Honest to God, you guys. That's what I'm trying to find, is somebody that needs the things that I have, that can use them and would appreciate them, and not just take it to say, hey, I can make money on that. And then just as a profit flip. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to someone that would value it and use it. No different than this guitar. So if I ever did someday, ever had anybody that would want to go camping with me and they knew how to play guitar but didn't have one, I got one for you. I'd give it to you. I wouldn't want $1 in return. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I don't know if that's like a midlife thing. If everybody goes through this at some point or another in their life, maybe they do. I don't know. But to me, I just feel like I've enjoyed this stuff long enough, and it's time to pass it on. Because if I'm not able to use these things like they should be used, then why have it? That's what doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to have a guitar if you can't play it anymore. Pass it on to someone that can and will. Somebody that doesn't have a hand disease to where they can play it no problem without pain. So that's what I want to do. And it also frees up space, so I don't have clutter and stuff sitting around that has absolutely no purpose to me anymore. So I feel good passing things on to people because I know that they can get the same joy out of it that it brought me for many, many years. So I just wanted to mention that and talk about that because I'm totally fine with walking away from it because I had so many years of it. So I can walk away from it and say, I've got those memories, all those guitars I've had throughout the years, all the different types of guitars I played, both electrics, acoustics, 12 strings, just all the stuff, all the different amps that I would be, plugged into. And I still got all the pictures. And it's the same way with the tools or anything else. Just like the memories of building the campers, I still can picture every single step in my mind. I mean, I can literally build a whole another camper in my mind. I know every single step, every square inch of that job by heart. I could probably build one in my sleep. And so Yeah. So if I were, if someone said, well, Kev, can you at least build just one more camper? Just give us one more build. You know how I'd like to do that, you guys? This is how I would like to build one more camper. Have the frame all completely stripped and redone, ready to go, ready to build on. New tires, the works. And then have somebody that wants to build one really, really bad, and then just stand there with them and walk them through the whole thing and let them do all the work. Because I know how much it bothers me to use power tools and to use grip and any kind of strength, and how much pain that causes me. I'd rather just have my mind available to them to say, okay, now cut this right here, measure that to this size. Now you want to notch this out, and you want to install this before you install that, and just walk them through it. Just be like an overseer and let somebody else put the thing together under my supervision and experience. And just, I would enjoy that so much more. I really would. And let someone else do the actual hands-on. And because the thing would turn out exactly the same if someone else was doing the work and I told them how to do it. I mean, they basically build the same exact thing that I did without me having to do the physical work that would bring me nights upon nights of pain and agony. That's how another camper would get built. Someone else would have to physically do it. I'd be willing to do that. So you guys can let me know if you've encountered anything like this. I mean, like if you rode motorcycles for years and then you just got to the point where it's like it's time to sell the bike. Time to move on to something else. What that something else is, I have no idea. As I make this video, I don't know what else I'm going to move on to. It's a new chapter. I'm still waiting for it to unfold. I have no idea, you guys. But I am going to be camping this year. I just don't know when or for how long, because that desire is even dying and fading away. And I don't have as much fun in it as I once did. So I don't know what's next, you guys. But in the meantime, I will be making videos right here from home. I know that's boring. I'm sorry, but that's what I'll be doing. And I'm going to go live tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And as long as this setup works tonight, like it's working right now, we'll be golden. But once YouTube is involved, they may shut me off again. I don't know. And I apologize in advance if that happens, you guys. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, with that said, I will let you guys go. And the topic I was going to talk about during the live stream last night, I will save for tonight. I'll just, continue it, as well as, Q&A, questions and answers. So I hope you guys will join me on this one, and let's keep our fingers crossed that works. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.